Hello everyone and welcome back to Football Manager 2020 in the final game of the season with Tottenham, the end of our first season, and we are taking on Liverpool in the FA Cup final. We are now the reigning Premier League champions. You can see we've just appeared there, breaking Chelsea's stronghold on the title, pipping United to the title, and Manchester City, the team that beat us in the semi-final of the Champions League, down in 6th place with their temporary manager still in charge of the club because he's taken them to a Champions League final, so I guess that's not too unsurprising. But in the last game of the season we did win 4-0 against Bristol City. No big surprises in this one. I was always confident that if it did go down to the final day we would win. Thankfully it didn't need to. We beat Liverpool, we drew with United, really confirming that we deserved the title this season, and Andre put the ball across for Dele Alli to get us off the mark very nice and early there to make sure that we were going to get the 3 points. 20 minutes on the clock when Dele Alli, edge of the area, got his second of the game, finding that top corner from over on that side. Big stake from him to try and stay in the club next season. Lorenzo then with the header from the corner, and then Bellingham to Kenner, came out to him once more. He let go with a wonderful shot into the top right corner. The last goal of our Premier League winning season. Fantastic stuff, finishing with 94 points. It does seem like you have to get 100 points to win a title this season, these days, so great that we managed to do that. Going out there against Liverpool though, obviously we did beat them 2-0 recently, which will give us a lot of confidence. We are going to be playing with Ali, Kane, Andre and Mbere. Kenner and Bellingham in the middle with Bernard, Diaz, Lorenzo and Lizala in defence, Onana in goal. It's been quite a journey this season with this Spurs team. They've absolutely exceeded expectation. It's going to be a real challenge to retain the title next season. And this Liverpool team, they've got Mane, Dybala and Salah thankfully out on the right flank this time instead of up front. Almada coming in just behind, not been great this season. Rice hasn't been great this season. Gomez hasn't. And that back four looks very familiar. No Trent Alexander-Arnold today though, which is extremely fortunate. So we need to go out there, we need to try and win this game. The team did not enjoy my team talk, which is odd given we're Premier League champions. I would expect us to win this game, especially as we beat Liverpool just a few days ago, but the team for some reason disagree with me. Now we've got a free kick early in the first half. Luzala forward, Kane heads it on, Dele Alli's in the box, he's in hot scoring form, but he is offside. He did put the ball in the back of the net there, but I think Alisson may have stopped before the shot was unleashed. And now Liverpool the free kick in an exceptional position. Hard to get it up and over, but Gomez hits the wall, and that's so lucky that he's managed to do that. Hitting the wall, the keeper had fully committed, and then he just had to place it in the gap. Big gap, that one as well. I mean, that's so unfortunate, but Sergio Gomez gets Liverpool off to the perfect start at Wembley. They did beat us in the EFL Cup final, don't forget. So this is their second cup final where they could be beating us this season. So we do need to try and come back. It's going to be a real shame if we end the season by losing the FA Cup final, given we're trying to win as many trophies as possible. Mane trying to do the same, attacking down the left flank, and Onana fortunately does manage to pull off the save there, but it goes out for a corner. We're going to have to make a change. Bellingham coming off and Duane Cotelon coming on in the middle. He's a big one for the future, Duane Cotelon. And the ball worked out here to Robertson on the left flank. Tackled by Mbere, but Robertson's kept the ball and played in. Dybala in behind. Unfortunately, he's put that wide of the post, but we seem to be on the ropes a little bit here. It does tend to happen when we concede to Liverpool that we just sort of give up, roll over and show them our belly. And here they go on the attack again. Militao to Gomez, forward to Almada. Now Dybala back to Salah. They're trying to put it in from the right flank, pulled it back to the edge of the area, and Gomez's effort. He's just absolutely controlling this game, Sergio Gomez, the former Barcelona player, really showing his stripes, or earning his stripes here in a FA Cup final. And this could be another disappointing blow, given that we were going for a quadruple this season. To end up with just one of the four would be a real shame. I mean, winning the Premier League is a massive achievement, more than I thought I'd do in my first season at Spurs. But it would be such a shame to let so many trophies slip through our fingers, but that certainly seems like what is about to happen. It's going to be a massive turnaround again if we manage to do this. We didn't manage to do it against Man City, but we have done it against other teams. But Almana puts it in, can't quite get the ball across, and Lorenzo does find to clear it out. I have to go and get creative. I don't know what's going on with this team at the moment. We're having the shots, but we're not being clinical. Andre's not having the best time up front, so I'm going to bring Troy Parrott on, which is a risk. Also going to take Dele Alli off for David Neres, and Berry off for Chukwueze. And see if the three... Oh, we've used all the subs already, that's why. Kane with the ball on a yellow card. Diaz on a yellow card as well. They're showing a bit of fight. Lorenzo out to the right side for Luzala. Pulls it back. Oh, it's given away. Declan Rice now can counter. The game could be all over here. Dybala with the ball turns Diaz inside out. But fortunately he's offside. I was a little bit worried that Diaz might have tugged him back there, but he hadn't. And why is Troy Parrott injured immediately after coming on? We've got 20 minutes to go to try and find a winner from somewhere. It looks quite unlikely at this point with 15 minutes to go. We've got a corner. Duane Cotalon puts it in. It's cleared away, and Mane further down the pitch. Luzala should get to that, and he's allowed Dybala to get the ball. He pulls it back. Now Mane cutting inside into Firmino. It's saved. Firmino keeping the ball alive. Back to Declan Rice. Blocked and out to Eder Militao. But very close there to making it 3-0. But it feels like this game is pretty much gone now. It's another 2-0 defeat to Liverpool. Our third 2-0 defeat of Liverpool. To Liverpool this season. Unless Kane can score here, no, straight at Alisson. Obviously, we beat Liverpool 2-0 as well. So 2-0 seems to be the scoreline that we're going to have every time we play Liverpool. But Salah over to Mane. Goes for goal. And he does break that run. He makes it 3-0. Liverpool are going to be FA Cup winners. Sadly for us, there's no double this year. It would have been great to win the FA Cup alongside the Premier League. But Liverpool running to it. I mean, if you had the choice of picking between the EFL Cup and the FA Cup or the Premier League, I think, you'd always take that Premier League title. Be named the champions of England. But the game very much over now, and Liverpool get to win the trophy. Twice they've beaten us in cup finals this season. Very disappointing. Certainly feels like there's a bit of a bottle job mentality in the Spurs team, and we're going to have to try and address that next season, because one title is not enough really for me. We should be winning more than that. And next season we'll have to give it a go, but I'm not sure quite what we're actually going to do next season. Now, I was named Manager of the Year in the Premier League, which is nice. Also had a lot of players in the Team of the Year. Sad to lose in the way that we did at the end there, but we had a really, really good season. A lot of victories this season in all competitions. Looking at this competition screen, out in the semi-final to Man City, runner-up in the Emirates FA Cup, runner-up in the Carabao Cup, but winner of the Premier League, and that is the most important thing for us. If we have a look at the squad this season, starting off with the highest goal scorers, Harry Kane didn't quite manage to make it to 30. He was stuck on 29 for a little while. He did very well though this season, 19 in the league, 29 overall. So he was a very good performer. Only one assist in the false nine role is quite surprising though. Mason Greenwood next. He did manage to make it to 20 goals, 11 assists as well. He was a very good performer. Andre got 17 from only 21 starts. A lot of games off the bench, but he was a very good signing for just £23 million, coming out very well for us. Dele Alli actually the next highest scorer with 13 and 9 assists as well. He did a great job. But I would be open to selling him if the right offer were to come in over the summer. David Plemaine doing well at Newcastle this season. He could be an option as a winger out on that right flank next season because he's got a bit of high potential. And Berry doing well, 14 assists for him. Great signing for just £21 million. A really, really good deal getting him in. Chukwueze may well be leaving in the summer. We'll have to see. It needs to be a really big bid to take Chukwueze out the team. Bellingham, worth the money at 120 million. Did a consistent job in the middle of the park for us all season, so no complaints there. Looking forward to seeing a bit more of Xerxes next season. I think he's got a lot of ability, a lot of potential. He was good when he played, but that long-term injury just causing some problems. David Neres coming back to his best a little bit. He'll never be a world beater, but he's definitely worth more than the 20 million that we paid for him, and I think there's a lot to come from him. Nona Kenner is only 22. He's probably going to develop a little bit more next season. Good young English talent signed from Newcastle. Anthony as well, probably about as good as he's going to get despite that misleading potential ability, but he's a good rotation option for us. 4 in 5 in the league this season is not bad. Ruben Dias, we know about him, very solid at the back. He'll be going nowhere. He is a Spurs player until he's at least 33, I think. Lorenzo, a good signing as well, coming in. 25 million. We got a few absolute steals in the transfer market. He's another one. Troy Parrott will probably go if somebody wants him next season. He is nearly an academy graduate. He's been around the club for a long time, but he's not really a player who's going to get in my team. Alex Tellers was very good, 32 years old. He could probably leave if bid came in, but he was solid all season. He was just displaced towards the end. Tanguy Ndombele could probably go. He's a good rotation option, but half the games, if a good bid came in for 60 million for him, he'd be out the door. Same with Jamie Shackleton, who's now 25, not going to develop any further, not been getting that many games, most of them at right back. Berda will probably go because he didn't play very much, 11 games. A good rotation option. These players will need to be replaced if they do go. Mathieu Bernard at 18, lots of potential. He's going to be the full-time left-back next season. He was very good when we brought him in, and he's going to develop wonderfully. Same with Duane Colaton. He's going to be a fantastic player for us, brought through this season and really going to develop, I think. Gonçalves probably dropped down back into the under-23s, I'd imagine. He played a few times this season, but not good enough really to hack it. Koulibaly I'll probably keep to the end of his contract at the end of next season, just because he's a great rotation option. Onana will stay as a number 1. Soraya will stay as the number 2. In goal, Calabria will probably go because he didn't really play this season, 11 games. Lizala will probably stay, but only because he's a young English right back from the academy and he can be a rotation. I do need to find a proper right back next season though. And then Matthias Henrique will stay as a rotation option unless a big bid comes in for him. If somebody bids 50 million, he can go. Jerome Frimpong was a backup signing who never played, so he will also be leaving the club. It's a big squad. There'll be quite a few players going out. We will be looking to bring a few players in, potentially some big names, but more likely I'm going to focus on young English talent if I can and bring them in and just strengthen the team where possible. We don't have a huge budget, 40 million, 350k a week. We'll have to see what we can do with that money. There's a few options available to us though. Jose Luis looks pretty good. Good record as well. I've tracked him for a little while. But a few options anyway. If you have enjoyed this first season, do drop a like down below. We will be staying for at least a couple more. I was hoping potentially for a 5-year project, but we've won the Premier League already, so it might only be 3. Make sure to subscribe to see what we do in the transfer market over the summer. But until next time, see ya.